Alright, you delightful human beings, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Writer, and today we are finally reacting to the April 22nd edition of NXT UK here on the channel. So the next 2 weeks, I have some dental appointments that I need to attend to. I have to get the other half of my mouth cleaned out, essentially, next week, so I don't think there should be a delay next week, but I just don't know what's going to happen the following week, to be completely honest, on the 6th. Just because, you know, we've got to go and get things checked out. So, yeah, Meltzer, come after me, alright? Alright. Look, apparently the whole thing from yesterday was that Meltzer was getting on Charlotte's butt for getting some dental work, apparently. And he's, like, treating it as this cosmetic thing that she's super self-conscious about. And I'm like, well, yeah, people can be self-conscious about their teeth if they haven't gotten work done or anything like that. But even besides that, you gotta go in for your routine dental work and stuff like that, dude. It could be a routine thing. It could be a multiple checkup situation. Like, you never know what the case is. I mean, God, how many have I been to this year alone? So, yeah, that delightful specimen of humanity, right? Right. Just because you get dental work, that doesn't mean that you're insecure or anything like that, or, you know, you need that self-assurance. Like, dental work is kind of important to do. Like, you need to get that stuff taken care of. Like, routine cleanings and all that stuff. Like, or else it's gonna catch up, which happened with yours truly here. So please, go make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Alright? Alright. Do it for, you know. And even if it was for a freaking, like, cosmetic thing, like, what is his business about it anyway? But nonetheless, let's just dive right into the reaction. Alright, so we've got this interesting matchup on our hands. I think this is the first singles match that Eddie Dennis has had in a little bit, because he's been kind of, you know, managing, like, his whole team and everything like that. But yeah, Gallus had a bit of a string of bad luck, just in general. So maybe they can get back up on their feet, but I don't know who's going to win this because it really, you know, it could go either way, to be completely honest, based on momentum and stuff. I could see, like, a decent enough feud being built up between these two and, like, their respective teams and whatnot. Like, give me that right now. I know that that started brewing on, of course, the Supernova sessions, because, I mean, what doesn't start brewing on that talk show, to be completely honest? This tea here, it's not brewed on Supernova sessions, but you get my point. Jesus, he just, like, chucked him across the ring! I think we keep forgetting about just, you know, how Eddie Dennis might have a bit of a vicious streak to a certain extent. Like, it's not, like, uncontrollably vicious, it's more, like, calculated. Oh my god, what an escape right there. I think he was trying to go for German from what they were saying on commentary. So, I don't know. Oh man, that's gotta be it after that, right? Oh, yay, shenanigans are happening. You gotta love when that happens, right? Right. I'm shenanigans. I'm like, oh god, we're gonna go to those shenanigans type of nights, probably? I don't know. Alright, everything's breaking down once again. Oh my god! Well, hey, at least they waited until after the match to go after, of course, Joe Coffey and Eddie Dennis, so there's that. I'm interested to see where things are gonna go between these two teams. The match itself was good, it did what it needed to accomplish, and it was a back-and-forth battle, a very strong opener indeed, and I enjoyed it. Ooh, I like the vibe that we're getting here. Look at that production quality. It's very much like a movie, almost. But this is a nice sort of, like, montage of sorts, essentially, where it's sort of showing his journey so far, and, whew, man, dude's been through a lot since the relaunch. Y'all, I might have to get another cup of tea maybe after this match, because holy crap, the people outside have absolutely no chill. Honestly, I have no idea who's going to win this match, to be completely honest. But it's going to be interesting, because I feel like both of these two could really, you know, use the win. Alright, we've got these two kind of just caught up into the ropes right here to kick things off. Wasn't this match set up last week because, like, Gradwell got locked out or something like that? Yeah, that was the one because that reminded me of my RA days. Yes. I had to do that a couple of times. At least there's a reason why these two were having a bit of a, you know, a scuffle of sorts, right? Right. At least we have that kind of explained to us. I don't know. I feel like this is not going to be the last time we see these two together, and we're only like a couple minutes into the match. That may be the setup, possibly, for a future match with these two, is because of that knee brace. I didn't even realize that until the commentators mentioned it. Thank you to the NXT UK commentary team for explaining these things. Thank you. You know what? This has actually been a pretty decent match. It's been back and forth. And it's kind of like a little bit of an appetizer, almost, I think, as to what both of them can do. Because we've seen both of them in, like, pretty, like, solid matches in general, if that makes any sense. Like, main event kind of matches and that sort of thing. But wait, that wouldn't make much sense if the dude's got a knee brace and can lift the other dude up for... Okay. Dude, you had the knee brace that kind of, you know, you used that to your advantage and... somewhat brownie points for that, but something didn't add up at the end there. This is quite cool. This segment's just really cool. I mean, the production quality! I really like her. She's different, she's got a unique character, and I just like the energy. I really do. I like the vibe. Alright, so good old Peacock gave us an ad in between this 60-second segment, so it took me 2 or 3 times to rewind just to get back to this, because we're trying to react as much as we can here. I'm excited for what she's gonna do, too. I've liked what I've seen so far. I'm excited to see what she does next. She could very well give Kaylee Ray a run for her money, too. I mean, we saw that in the tag team match to a certain extent. Honestly, I'm excited to see more of her. I'm really excited just to see where the women's division's gonna go. In a very strange way, like, these two work together. I don't know why. But they just work somehow. At first I was like, what? And then I was like, okay, this is kind of growing on me. I'm just interested to see where this is gonna go. I feel like I say that for, like, every match. I'm like, okay, I want to see where this is gonna go. But, I mean, that's when you know that you've got something good going, right? Like, because that's how television programs should work. Yeah, I was gonna say, she is quite powerful. I'll give her credit for that. I like both of them, so, I mean, there's that. Ouch. Okay, that's... Okay, those slaps right there, they looked like they hurt. Oh, God. Okay, I think that could be it. Yep, that's it. I was like, what's going on here for a second? I was a little confused. I feel like this match did what it needed to accomplish, just, you know, from what we saw. It was short, sweet, and to the point, but again, it did what it needed to accomplish, and I think we can appreciate that. This could be quite interesting, but this kind of implies if we have Webster and Andrews teaming up with Dani Luna, that kind of implies that there's going to be somebody joining Jinny and Joseph, right? If I'm following this sort of thing right, I don't know, but I'm excited to see where all this is going to go. Alright, so right before the segment hit, basically, I guess we're getting Kenny Williams versus Amir Jordan round 2 in a no disqualification match, but the loser has to leave NXT UK, so I want to know where that other person's going to go when that happens. You know what I mean? I'm curious, but let's get right into this little chunk here before the main event. It seems like they're bringing on so many new people, but I'm kind of here for it. I genuinely am. Okay, so it looks like we've got a new debut coming next week, too. But he was going after, I think, Teoman. So it seems like those two are going to be squaring off next week, potentially, just based on the vignette. So I'm interested to see where that's going to go. I just find it, a really interesting take on it, just because we normally just see who these people are, like, what their characters are about, and that sort of thing. So it'll be interesting to see what'll happen. Okay, well, this was a very interesting ad placement, I say for, like, probably the second time this episode. But right after that segment, we had an ad, and then on to this next segment here, which is a bit of a response to the previous segment, and just... Peacock, get it together! At least we won't have any ads for the main event. Thank goodness. We didn't have any, like, during the matches at least, so I mean, that's a positive, right? I'm all for, presenting a new way of, hyping up a match for the following week. I feel like one of these segments could have been earlier in the evening, and then one of these could have been later on, like right at this point, right? I'm overthinking this. The build for this one has been mildly entertaining, and it's probably because of the Supernova sessions and stuff like that. You know what, I agree with that point on commentary. I'm excited whenever we get to see Noam Dar in a match, too. What was that on commentary? Why did we get a Chewbacca reference? I'm really freaking confused here. What? Sir, can we get some clarification on that? Honestly, it's nice to see these two back together. The powers that be outside apparently don't want me to watch this match, but we're gonna watch the match. Screw it. Y'all can go out in the middle of this panini and be reckless. I'm just gonna sit here on my couch and watch wrestling. Okay, let's do this. We've got Noam, we've got Tyler Bate kicking things off here tonight. But wait, we haven't seen Samuels and Dar team up, I don't think, ever on NXT UK or even WWE in general, so I'd like to think this is more of an even ground sort of situation, because I mean, it's obvious that both teams, like, the two sets of partners, they know each other quite well, so there's that. See, this dude needs some of this calming tea right here. It's nice to always see somebody get the comeuppance. Hey, can you leave the referee alone? What did he do to you? He was just telling you to, you know, kind of follow the rules. Okay, I answered my own question. You know what? We never got a proper singles match between Seven and Samuels, did we or did we not? I don't think we did. This dude is like shouting calm down a little bit. Have some tea, you'll feel... I feel like I'm freaking Uncle Iroh now. Just like, here, have some tea, you'll feel better. Noam Dar and Shaw Samuels, they're like doing a really good job at isolating everybody in this match. The referee is so done with them. He's just like, how many times do I have to tell you this? Tyler's just like, I'm ready to go, dude. Let me in this thing. That might be it. Oh, Tyler Bate now got into this matchup. Holy crap. Oh, very sneaky. Oh, what a double team. Oh, and right into a bridge. That was smooth. That was the smoothest butter. That gets a golf clap. Oh, snap. He just caught him in the spine buster. Oh, Noam Dar. That was also as smooth as butter. Let's give that all. We got to give them a golf clap for that. That whole thing where the tag teams kind of swapped in and out a little bit with the double teams. That whole little chunk right there just deserves one big golf clap. This has been a good match. I've enjoyed it. I'm entertained by it. Yo, I almost forgot how much I enjoyed watching Moustache Mountain in general. I hope they stick around together, kind of, like... I like the paths that both of them are kind of going on right now in general. I'm interested to see what's going to happen, because didn't Tyler Bate win the #1 contendership for the Heritage Cup? I don't know. I'm curious as to where that's all going to go. That was a great match. I enjoyed it. It was great. It had its moments where both teams were able to get, you know, a bit of a showcase in of sorts. And I'm interested to see where everybody in this match is going next. And it's always a good time when we get Moustache Mountain on our television screens, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, so overall final thoughts. I enjoyed the episode quite a bit. The pacing was good. The hour went by really quickly. There wasn't a bad match on the show, but definitely the opener and especially the main event were the stronger matches and whatnot, but I liked how it set up a lot of things in general. And I think that's what you want, right? You want a show, you know, whether it's wrestling or something else that you're watching, you know, you want to have something to tune into the following week. And we got a lot of developments, and we even got a couple of exciting matches coming up next week. So, yeah, I got no complaints about this. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button, and then, of course, hit the bell button right beside it. That way you get notified whenever I upload a video. Again, apologies for the delay once again, but sometimes things just, you know, are possibly out of your control. And that's okay. It's how we work around it and how we handle those situations when they pop up. So anyway, I hope everyone's staying safe and staying healthy, and I will see you all around later. Bye, everyone.